So thanks again for dropping by the channel. If you like the content, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, share the video because it really does help me out. Now let's get into this. So there are several fighters who are, maybe on the comeback trail or maybe making moves in 2020. And obviously Kell Brook is coming back. He's been out of the ring for over a year. He's coming back now on February. On that card, we're going to see the return of Dave Allen. Now, Dave Allen's been out of the ring since he fought David Price. I think he was meant to be on that Newcastle show, I think, with Lewis Ritson, where he fought Robbie Davis Jr. That fight didn't happen. Obviously, Dave Allen, I don't think he's been in the best place since that David Price fight, and he's making a comeback. He's making, maybe could be his last ditch attempt to salvage something or fulfill some potential in his boxing career. Obviously, we look at Dave Allen's resume, we look at his record. 17-5-2, 14 knockouts. Dave Allen, it's not for me to say if a fighter should retire or not. I can give my opinion and say, this guy shouldn't fight again. This guy should maybe call it quits. At the end of the day, it's the fighter's decision. He's being managed. I'm sure that the management would hopefully have their best interest at heart. Say your promoters, I know that doesn't always happen. A lot of times it's money related. Has a lot to do with it. Especially if they're a big ticket seller. Regardless whether they're winning or losing, or regardless whether their health's on the risk. I think that a lot of times money drives it, as it does for a lot of things. But with Dave Allen, I think that he should seriously reconsider his choices of making a comeback. And I like Dave Allen. He seems like a cool guy. He's been doing a lot of work with some amateurs. Dave Allen's a very good pundit. When you hear him talk about boxing, he seems to really know his thing. He seems to be able to break down a fight very good. He's make a very good analyst, and I definitely think that's a career path that Dave Allen should look at. Sky especially. They have some woeful analysts, and I think Dave Allen would be a breath of fresh air to the Sky team. He's humorous, so I think that'd be be good as well. You get some humour on him. But Dave Allen has said that he wants a British title. Okay, who's the British champion? Daniel Dubois. Who's the Commonwealth champion? Daniel Dubois. Do I want to see Daniel Dubois fight Dave Allen? Hell no, I don't. It'd be a name for Daniel Dubois, but fuck, he will do some. He will give Dave Allen a beating. He'll give Dave Allen a terrible beating. Dave Allen's taken some shellackings in his career. Let's not make any mistake about that. The Dylan White fight, from memory serves me, he didn't take a horrific beating. Didn't really let his hands go in that fight. He did take a bit of a beating in the Ortiz fight. He was never down in that fight, but believe you me, he was close to going down in that fight. He was close. Had his tongue badly, damaged. When he fought Len Roy Thomas for the Commonwealth title, that was a split decision. What I remember from that fight, I thought he was maybe a bit unlucky not to get the nod in that fight. Maybe I have to go rewatch it, but I thought he was maybe a bit unlucky not to get the nod in that fight. Obviously, he rematched Len Roy Thomas. He was in very good shape in that fight. He was in really, really good shape in the rematch. It's unfortunate. He got the clash of heads. Look, nothing you can do about that. It ended in the first round as a draw. And then he fought. We gained a hell of a lot of weight, obviously over that. Then he fought Tony Yoka. That was horrific. That was one of the worst beatings. The worst beating I ever saw live, as in like on TV, was George Groves versus Goodneck. But that's a close second. That was horrific. What happened in that Tony Yoka fight? Dave Allen. That fight took a lot out of him, and that fight, Dave Allen said that fight took years off his life. I can't disagree with him. I think it has. It did. And the fact he was out, 5 weeks later? That was scandalous in of itself. Obviously he got the win against Nick Webb, but he shifted some punches in that fight. He definitely shifted some punches against Nick Webb. Then, we said, okay, Dave Allen, is he taking this comeback serious? He obviously was out then a few months later, fought that Nemo guy, or Nebo. That was a quick job, took care of him, no problem. Obviously went out and fought Bragamonte on the Bellew Usyk undercard, and that was fun to watch. But you were looking at it, you were thinking, this is a war here. Dave Allen is getting into a war again, and he's taking shots he shouldn't be taking. All right, and obviously he came through Bragamonte. Both guys were absolutely knackered after 4 rounds. I remember that. Both guys could barely hold their hands up. He fought Lucas Brown. That was a decent win. It was a good body shot. He looked in decent nick in that fight. Obviously he started a bit slow against Lucas, but he never really took any serious punishment in that fight. It was a bit slow start, but obviously came good in the end. Then we saw Allen in good shape, very good shape, against David Price. We all thought, Price at the end of it. I thought Price was at the end. I still do think Price at the end. But, Dave Allen, he went out, got his head boxed off. He showed the flaws in his game. And I think Dave Allen, when he trained with Adam Booth for those couple of weeks, and I don't know what happened, whether Adam Booth wouldn't train Dave Allen, or because Dave Allen said he wanted to win. Is it Mick Carney? Is that the guy who's training him now? He said he wanted to win a British title. Mick Carney, or whatever the guy's name is, his trainer now. I think Adam Booth, although I don't think Adam Booth is the greatest trainer in the world, I think he could have changed things for Dave Allen. And what do you notice about Adam Booth fighters? They all try and be a bit slick. They all move their head very good. I think the things that he lacked in the David Price fight, if he had Adam Booth there, could have helped him. The head movement alone was non-existent in that David Price fight. It's one of the reasons why he took so much punishment. He just didn't have any head movement. He just didn't know what to do. That's not to say he would have won the fight with Adam Booth, but I don't think he would have took as much punishment as he did, in that fight. He Darren Barker worked with him as well, but I think that the flaws of Dave Allen are there for all to see. And Dave Allen had potential early on in his career, but I think the potential has literally been beaten out of him now at this stage. So what does this comeback mean? Where is this going to lead? He's saying he wants a British title. He's going to have to probably go through Daniel Dubois to get that, and that ain't going to end well. That's not going to end well. Dave Allen is 27. He's a year older than me. He'd be 2 years nearly older than me. So Dave Allen, he's still young, and to see the way he is now, where his speech is not quite there, and people say it's, a lot of it's from the tongue from Ortiz, but there's still a bit of slurring in that speech. I only really noticed that the last few months. He didn't sound as bad up until the Price fight, until after the Price fight, I should say. So Dave Allen, I think maybe he should reconsider his choice of coming back. I think maybe he should try and go down the journalism route and the training route, because I think he's got some potential there. But, as I said, it's not up for me to tell a fighter where they should go. But when I look at the domestic level in Britain, at domestic level, we're not about world level. Alright, so I'm not going to bring Fury and AJ into it, because they're not domestic, they're world level. So domestic level, Nathan Gorman, Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, throw Martin Bacoli in there as well. I wouldn't pick Dave Allen over any of them. I think he'd take a beating over all them. And at domestic level, some would say Joe Joyce, but I'm going to go with Daniel Dubois as number one. Daniel Dubois has the British Commonwealth title. If Dave Allen wants a shot at them, he's got to go through him. Like I said at the start of the video, he's got to take a beating off Daniel Dubois. A bad beating. And he's taken enough beatings in his career, I think. So, Dave Allen wants to come back. I don't know the guy. Can't tell him he shouldn't. But if I was managing him and I had his best interest, I'd be seriously considering he reconsider. I think he's got a big problem if he comes back, because he's got to go through guys who can punch, who don't have near as many miles on the clock. And I just don't know. I don't see the comeback. You could prove me wrong. I'd like to see it if he did prove me wrong. But at the end of the day, you know it's bad when a fighter is going in there and you see him take an uppercut. It's not even a bad uppercut. You see him take an uppercut or a right hand, and you just think, does that head need to be taking those shots? It's boxing. You can't go into a fight and not get hit. But when you're getting hit and you're worrying already and you're thinking, Jesus, he's getting hit, I hope he doesn't take a hit too much, it's bad. So those are my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think down below. And look, I'm not trying to criticize Dave Allen for coming back. I don't know his financial situation. I don't know what's going on in his personal life, obviously. But I think that someone who gets hit as much as he does, who's had as many tough fights as he has at such a young age, he's got his home at the end of the day. I like to see guys leave with their faculties intact. So that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think down below. Am I selling Dave Allen short? Do you think he can come and, make a good go of it? Maybe one final go if he's in shape, if he really does try, if he really gets himself motivated. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, share it, of course, if you felt it was useful. Let me know what you think, and as always, I will talk to you after.